Joined now by Kansas State signee Marvin Martin. First off, Marvin, let's start way back in Mississippi, Vicksburg. Uh, Explain to the K-State Nation about how you made the decision to transfer your senior year to compete in Dallas.
Well, it started off by we had 3 head coaches in the last 3 years, so it was unstable. So, we were hearing about Trinity on football, and so we decided to move out and play for Trinity.
Now, when you get to Trinity, what was it about that program that kind of made you drawn to it, and how much did Dion Sanders play into your decision to join that program?
It was like that. It was hard because everybody competed every day, so it wasn't easy. And with dealing with Coach Prime, he really didn't deal with defense as much, so I really didn't hear too much coaching from him. I always, he always focused on the offense.
Did you learn anything from him? I mean, I know you said he was mainly on offense, but did he ever come and maybe after practice or before practice just give you some pointers or anything like that?
He'll come give you a few pointers here and there, but it wasn't nothing too major.
What's that like playing on the same team as Dion Sanders? What's he like as a coach?
He's a hard coach.
So the guys at Jackson State are in for something special then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with your recruitment, you were a guy that really seemed like you exploded when you got on the scene at that Under Armour camp. Did you feel like you had a really good day at that Under Armour camp? I mean, was that a special day of testing and competing for you?
Yeah, it was an okay day, but I ain't had the numbers I wanted. But, yeah, it was okay.
It was obviously very good in the eyes of the 24/7 scouts, and it wasn't too long after that you end up at Trinity, and Boston College comes knocking. Did you know anything about Boston College when they offered, and what made you commit to them initially?
I knew a little bit, but, I committed because I felt like it was going to be the best place for me to go.
How long after you committed to Boston College would you say K-State started knocking on your door?
About, I'd say, about a month.
Were you right away, were you intrigued by K-State, or did it take a couple conversations for you to say, this is a program I'm interested in?
It took a couple conversations.
With Coach Klanderman, I know he was one of the ones that kind of reached out to you initially and kind of became your lead recruiter. What did you like so much about Coach Klanderman? Because it seemed like you guys clicked right away.
Yeah, he was truthful all the time. He talked to me every day, and he showed me that he wanted me to come to Kansas State.
What kind of things was Coach Klanderman and K-State able to do virtually for you that maybe was different than some other schools? I mean, did you feel like you got shown around campus and got to see some things from afar since you weren't able to go to campus?
Yeah, so they took me to the locker room where they eat at, the stadium. They took me on a whole virtual tour through the campus or the school.
How much did the depth chart play into your decision with K-State? Did Coach Klanderman talk a little bit about the need for a nickel and the need for a safety?
No. So that really ain't come up in the conversation, really.
That's interesting though, because they were still able to land you even without kind of pitching instant playing time and anything like that. Does that say something about that program that they're able to get you without making a lot of promises?
Yeah, I can say it. It's just I feel like it's gonna be a great program for me the way they run their defense.
When you talk about their defense, where specifically do they want to play you? Because talking to Coach Hart at your high school, you're a guy that can play corner, linebacker, safety. I mean, can you run kicks back too?
No, sir.
Well, where do you see yourself fitting in on the defense though?
At the nickel position.
What makes you a good nickelback?
Because I can cover. I'm big and strong. I can cover the tight end, and I can also tackle. When it comes to tackling, I can also tackle.
Physically, where are you now as far as height and weight? And do you want to get any bigger, or do you feel like you're at a good spot right now with playing the nickel?
Well, I'm 6 foot, 175, and I know I got to get bigger to play there, in that position.
your mindset when we watch you on film, you're violent, you're aggressive. And you get into the backfield as well for a defensive back. Is there anybody that you kind of model your game after? Because I've talked to guys and you have a little bit of Jamal Adams in you from the sense that you tackle well, you cover well. I mean, is there a guy that you model your game after?
Yeah, I say him. Yeah.
You like
I watch
Jamal?
him a lot. Yeah.
Have you ever trained with anybody back home? I know you've got a trainer back in Mississippi that has trained with some NFL guys. I mean, have you soaked up any of that knowledge throughout the years?
Nah, I normally work out by myself, so I ain't really did none of that.
What excites you most about Kansas State? Obviously, didn't have quite the season that they were hoping for this year, but what do you see with the future of the Wildcat program?
The fan base is crazy. Yeah, the fan base is crazy, and yeah, that's all I can say. The fan base.
How excited are you just to get up there and finally see the campus and see the facilities, see the locker room, put a jersey on, since you haven't been able to do that?
Very excited.
And one last thing, when I talk about getting to campus, you're a guy that obviously I know K-State was interested in you and you were interested in K-State for the opportunity to get up there early. When did it become a priority for you to be an early graduate and get up on campus early?
Since 9th grade.
So getting yourself academically eligible has been something you've been working on for 3-4 years?
Yes, sir.
Have you found a roommate yet? Do you know who you're going to be living with?
No, sir. Not yet.
You are going into this blind, man.
Yeah.
But you won't be the only one. It's an odd year, and so everybody's kind of dealing with COVID as it comes. But Marvin, last but not least, man, what individual goal do you have set for yourself for next year, and what team goal do you have? Have you talked to these commits? What is the team goal for this 2021 class?
Well, the team goal for this 2021 class is to win the conference.
One last question, and it's a fun one, man. Do you have a nickname that fans can call you, and what number do you hope to be wearing in purple?
MJ.
MJ?
Yeah.
How about a number? Do you have a favorite number?
20.
There it is. All right. Well, you
20.
heard it. You heard it here first from Marvin Martin, signing with Kansas State on early signing day. Marvin, thank you so much for joining us on GoPowercat.com.